Welcome everyone, collective and chosen ones. I really appreciate you for being here. Now, all my readings are timeless and solely on energy and not gender specific. Not everything will resonate with you. Take what does and leave the rest. So this week I'm going to be basically recapping the shorts video and just elaborating and doing an extended video on the energy. So I'll start off with your energy. You've purged a lot of energy and you're no longer feeding the beast. What I mean is the old energy that is pretty toxic and with a lot of codependency. You've spent a lot of time really purging them out and recognizing that that was what has to go. So in the past couple of weeks, you might have felt really lethargic, and I've mentioned that several times. So you would find that lately in the last couple of days, you start to feel a lot more energetic and be able to do a lot more. I'm going to basically read out on some of the things that come out of the collective and the spirit guides telling me the energy that's coming out, plus recapping what I have read in the past week or so. So don't wait on anyone anymore, because your energy is moving at a very rapid pace. You don't really match with other people at the moment, and that's a good thing. It's because you're now leading the way and starting a brand new energy and transformation. And when you leave the portal now, you will find that there may be a bit of energetic discord with others. So you have all the spiritual protection that you need now with a new daily mantra. The mantra that you're using now is very effective. You can start to use a morning one and the same one just before you go to bed. So your mantra starts with eliminating things that are very on a low vibration and asking spirit to help you eliminate them, or you can just visualize the elimination, that whatever comes through that is in a low vibration will be bounced back to rightful sender, and leaving it up to spirit to deal with separately. And you are only accepting what's in the high vibration. So whenever you do this daily mantra, it becomes concrete and permanent. So what you can do is just complete that in the morning, the first time when you wake up, and just before you go to bed. So anything that comes through, even in your dreams at night, you'll be able to have a much more peaceful sleep and a lot more calm, because you'll be protected. Some of you have a lot of good things coming in the way of abundance. A lot of money are coming in, but just please watch your spending and watch your allocation as to how much money you should be spending on, and avoid unnecessary spending or splurging. You're very open to new love. Don't worry if you think that you're not finding anyone new, because you'd rather be single now and hold space for a brand new one until you sort out everything. So a lot of you, if you're still purging quite a bit of energy and the past that no longer serves you, this is what you're doing. You're just spending time on your own with a lot of self-love and compassion. And you're finding that at the moment, if there's not a match to others, including the past relationships, then you'd rather just stay single and not have anything to do with the past. You've left the mind trap game, the games of mind trap from other people and situations behind, So people that used to love playing games with you, you used to at least entertain them because your self-worth was very low. You thought that just by getting engaged with those low vibrations helps you alleviate your loneliness. And so in the past you used to have, at least and put some time with those people, friends with benefits. So now you can't even stand those words, friends with benefits. It's just such a low vibration. You really don't have time to entertain these people. You're looking very good. And this is not just externally, but also internally. You're really balancing your external and internal, and balancing your energy as well, feminine and masculine. You're doing a lot of things to shape up, and by exercising, making sure that you have a regime that really fits you. Some of you might be doing a lot of morning exercises and then some in the evening, and just balancing everything. Your sleep is a lot better nowadays. You're leaving the old attachments behind, things like codependency and anything that reflected your old patterns. Now, in terms of that, this channel is not about judgment on yourself and others, and not about bashing others on their faults. And what it means is that your old patterns was a way of reflecting yourself. And if you haven't worked on yourself properly, these patterns are extended to others, and that's why you see the projections back to you. So this is about helping you to step away and moving away from this old energy and into a positive one with a new mindset. You're clearing out thoughts and not let it linger on in your head, because you spend a lot of time very much in your head and you didn't understand why. And that's because your subconscious was keeping all these old mindsets, and it's just playing like a loop over and over again. But as soon as now you recognize that this is a very old pattern that doesn't serve you, and you're taking action, you start to move away from it, and your energy level starts to escalate and into a higher vibration. I talked about the hermit mode that you had been, and I just want to elaborate that hermit doesn't mean that you're stuck in the house doing nothing and being lonely. The hermit mode is about you spending me time just reflecting on what needs to be improved. And it's about also really looking at yourself internally and minding your own business, not focusing on the external factors. So you're no longer investing time with the people and the things that drain your energy, and you're making a conscious effort of catching yourself when it happens, that there's something that needs to be looked at. You continue to chill out. Your energy has been a lot better, and you're gaining a lot more stamina. I talked about the dark horse, and one of the viewers, and you know who you are, you mentioned that it's also in line with the black sheep. Yes, it is. To me, the black sheep can also sometimes just mean that you don't fit in with the family. Yes, that's correct. But the dark horse to me is more to do with not only being a black sheep of the family or in your society, you also have a lot of more accomplishment, but you live in a very modest way, and you don't actually brag about your achievements. So a lot of people think that you've achieved something and then in the normal society, you'd brag about it. But the dark horse is somebody who really is a quiet achiever. Now, for all of you that have been in this kind of situation, even though you think that no one takes any notice of your accomplishment, they do. But a lot of people just don't want to let you know because of their ego ways or their jealousy. But you should know by now that these things shouldn't really bother you because you're on your own path. You have a permanent set of healthy boundaries up now, and especially from toxic people. You would find that nowadays, as you start to become a lot more calm and in your own lane, staying in your own lane, these things don't pop up, like situations with toxic people, narcissistic ways, they don't actually pop up. That's because your energy is so far different to theirs. And it's almost like, well, you actually set up a bubble that separates yourself from the others or those particular energy. So you find that it's almost like you're in a separate room or separate world now, which is really good. You're very mindful that you follow up on your goals. So just the previous shorts that I have put out, it talks about you just no longer like do the talk and no action. You set out now with concrete action. The reason being is that you're very sick and tired of being in that situation for a long time. And the people now that you are moving away from are reflecting the same things. So they just contact you and they just talk and no action. And you're now recognizing the patterns that you've had. So they reflected it on you. So you're really sick of and tired of that, just talking about it. So what you've done is now set up something concrete to write things down, like if it's to do with business, it's like a mission statement that you're going to do. You set up goals and different ways of how to action it. Some of you might have like a Word document, or the others might have a notebook, whilst some people, if they're doing some sort of finance, is have an Excel spreadsheet, and you monitor that and research that very regularly. And I think this is a really good way because it shows what improvement that you can, and you're writing things down rather than keeping it in your head. In terms of your relationships, a lot of you are really culling out things that no longer serve you. So in terms of your past relationships, some people are still trying to contact you, like past ex-lovers. You no longer entertain or respond to them. You've left them on read. You've read the messages, but you just absolutely, did not spend any time on responding. And at the moment, some of you are not quite ready to block them completely. The reason being could be because you're still monitoring your progress of what's your intuition with this particular person or this group. And you're looking at your own progress by looking at the contrast between these people and yours. And in some ways, what they're reflecting is your old self. Why did I talk about this? Is because you're still at that stage where you're transforming further, but you're not quite left the old dynamics or energy. It's not going to be long now till you absolutely exit this path, because you're on your way to being well and truly done with those lessons. Now, I hope this video helps, these extended ones. I'm going to continue doing a combination of both shorts and then elaborate on the extended videos. What I will do is in the future put out further extended videos on a particular topic. Now, if you like to see that, please comment and give me some feedback on it. And I hope you really enjoy this video. Now, as I said, not everything will resonate with you, but take what does and leave the rest. I hope you enjoy your week, and I'll come back next week. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Bye for now.